The idea of calling is crucial in the Salvation Army. We are all called. Our soldiers are called to a lifestyle in which they covenant to live a godly life for the benefit of others. Our employees often step in because they feel called to make a difference in a society that often feels indifferent. And then there are officers, called to a further covenant in which they make themselves available full-time to work out God's call, to be a minister of the gospel, to live by serving and exercising responsibilities within our army in order to equip and empower people to work out God's purpose of bringing life. We are called to encounter, called to love, called to God. We are called out of the darkness into the light, out of the mundane into the extraordinary. We are called to proclaim and live out the gospel of Jesus Christ. And for some, that's officership.
The call to officership is something that is deeply personal and deeply challenging, and it is something that each of us need to approach prayerfully. Our Army have people to help you unpack this call. College is the training ground for officers, but getting here takes some work too. There are a few steps involved, beginning with the idea that on some level you might be actually called by God to be an officer in the first place. If that's you, then you need to let someone know. They will put you in touch with the Divisional Candidate Secretary who will help you get the ball rolling on the official application process.
So once I said yes to my calling and applied, I was invited to an interview with a group from my DHQ. They sat me down, asked some questions, and tried to get a feel for who I am and why I felt called. They then made a recommendation to head office, who invited me to attend an assessment weekend at the college.
At assessment weekends, there are more interviews, which are really about the Army trying to find out more about you and get a feel for where God's will is in the process. The assessors make a final recommendation, and our senior leaders make a prayerful decision. If you're accepted, the training starts. You'll be set up with a pre-training program, and soon enough, you'll enter college as a first-year cadet. There are many questions people have about officership, and our candidates department is available all year round to answer any questions you may have. Every year we also hold a conference called Delve, where people are invited to come and learn more over a weekend together, including what it's like to be an officer, what it costs, what the training is like, and more. You can ask your CO to put your name forward for Delve, or it might be that it's your CO who taps you on the shoulder and asks you to consider going. If you want to know more, there's no better way to get informed as you consider what God is asking of you. If you're keen to explore the calling of officership, please contact your Corps officers or Divisional Candidate Secretary.